Hey guys, so you're tired of missing your assignment due dates? Or you have 100 events to import into a Google Calendar? Well, no need to enter them one by one. That's simply too time-consuming and boring. Today, I'm going to show you how to import several events at once using ChatGPT to do all the hard stuff. It's simple, but before we begin, it's important to understand a few things. Just about everything on the internet can be turned into an Excel file. Today, we're going to turn this calendar event into an Excel file by mimicking the properties into the column headers in Google Sheets. We'll begin with this prompt in ChatGPT, which I've also placed in the description. Create a table for Google Calendar with these columns: subject, start date, start time, end date, end time, all day event, description, location. Use it to organize and sync assignment due dates. You'll see later that you may want to specify the date format to match your calendar settings. Mine is mm/dd/YYYY. Then, ChatGPT will begin creating the table. While it works on that, let's get our data set. Today, I want to create a calendar for all my fall semester statistics homework. Instead of writing them into my table one by one, I can go over to my grades, ensure my assignments have a due date, which they likely do, and copy the whole page. If you use a system that doesn't let you copy and paste here, Command+A on Mac should still work to copy. We're going to copy all of this information into our clipboard, where we'll paste it back into ChatGPT and ask it to fill the table in with these events. While it analyzes for a bit, I want to stress the importance of picking a few rows to verify that your information is correct by cross-referencing it. Additionally, later in this video, I'll show you a few fun ways I've incorporated this hack into my life. I also want to note that this is a light use of this feature. You could add a column for guests, include any emails separated by commas that you'd like to invite to the event, or set start and end times, as you'll see me do soon. It's important to adjust your prompt to match your needs. Remembering, the column titles in row 1 are the fields in the calendar invite. If the table doesn't match, you won't be able to import your calendar. Alright, this is taking longer than I expected. Let's head over to Google Calendar and prepare our calendar for import. In Google Calendar, we're going to go down to Other Calendars, where you'll find the option to subscribe to a calendar, create a new calendar, or browse and import a calendar. We're going to create a calendar. We'll begin by naming it, giving it a description, and creating it. You'll receive a pop-up to configure your calendar, but we'll stop here for now and return to ChatGPT. Uh-oh, there seems to have been an error with processing my data. No worries, let's just ask it to do its job again. She's just a girl after all. And look at that, a little gentle parenting, and now we have a beautiful table. Now, you can stop here if you received a download symbol, because that means you're using ChatGPT Pro. You could highlight all the cells and columns in the table and copy and paste for the next step for the free version. For those using the paid version, your table will download as an XLS file. You need a CSV file, comma-separated values. To do this, simply save the file again and select the CSV format. You can skip ahead. For the free version, take your copied information into Google Sheets and paste your table into a new workbook, ensuring you have the necessary columns with their proper names: subject, start date, start time, end date, end time, all day event, it will default to yes, description, location, and guest if you choose to invite one. Now from here, you'll want to do the same thing. Go over to File, prepare to download as CSV, and we're ready to head back to Google Calendar. On the configurations for your calendar, select Import and Export on the left-hand menu, and then select Import again in the drop-down. Once you do this, it's important you reselect your desired calendar, as it may change and default to your primary calendar. You want to make sure your bulk imports are not going anywhere they could mess up your other schedules until you're more fluid with this hack. If you did it properly, you'll see that your events were imported. To confirm they were all entered, I imported 38 events, and they all worked. This is how it looks in week view. All my assignments are due on Sunday in this class. Let's check out month view, and now the events are there. Cool, right? Let me show you what happens when you import your file but the columns are named improperly. You see how column A is labeled holiday name? Well, when we import this as a CSV, it says 0 out of 0. Another reason this could happen is if you download it as tab separated instead of comma separated. A couple of fun ways I started to use this was to import local events from my city. Most cities have an event calendar for their community, like my farmers markets. I simply followed all these steps for those. For events recurring on various days, consecutively or recurring, it will require some tweaking, but overall should be pretty easy to figure out. I learned that having a start and end time, even if there wasn't one, makes it much easier to manage on your calendar. Try it out and let me know if you run into any issues. I'll try my best to help you. Thank you for watching and happy organizing.